Good afternoon, people. Make sure y'all like the video as y'all come in the chat. Peace to the truck drivers. I know y'all be tuning in, going long distance. It shows in my analytics over there on Spotify, Spreaker, and Apple. Truck drivers, but please come on in here. We got to kick it. Shout out to everybody who was just tuning in to the YSL pre-trial afternoon session, the motion hearing and shit. Sounds to me like that guy who was sitting next to that guy who was sitting out there today had the tats on his face, was sitting next to his lawyer. Seemed like his lawyer got the ups on the situation. Seemed like his lawyer got the ups on the situation. He said 2 hearings prior, the state didn't have the necessary evidence to present on these issues and shit. The judge said he's ready to rule now, but he's gonna allow them to represent whatever evidence that they do have for appeal purposes. Sound to me like he giving him another shot at this young man at the sitting there at the defense table. That's the unfortunate of being on trial and shit. They be playing with your life. They don't be sticking to the rules and shit. If the shoe was on the other foot, they wouldn't have kept allowing his lawyer to represent evidence in his defense. They wouldn't allow that. They would have been, the judge would have been talking all crazy to his lawyer and everything. That's how that shit would have went. Anyway, I heard a very interesting video. I wasn't looking for it. Mr. CT was good, G. I wasn't looking for it. I swear I wasn't looking for it. We all know here, we all know here that I've never been on Clubhouse. In the history of Clubhouse, I've spoken about Clubhouse on this platform and the degenerate type of conversation that take place in the degenerate type of audience that it attracts. I've spoken of this many times. We all know I ain't never been on Clubhouse, not in the history of being online. Anyway, this video pops up, and as you all know, I've told you that I'm a fan of Doggie Diamonds' work. He's a legend, put in a lot of work in this game for a long time. So, you know, when his content come out, I feel that there's credibility behind it and everything, authenticity, veteran, all of that, right? Boom. Back in the summertime, way back in the summertime, me and Doggie, me and you had a conversation way back in the summertime about Wack 100. You know this. You know me and you had a conversation, right? I told you from top to bottom how I felt about him. And I even went as far as making a live stream saying that Doggie Diamonds be emasculating New York niggas, right? I said that. This was back in the summer when he was treating Doggie Diamonds like a little man. Nobody knew about this conversation but me and him. He 100% knows that I don't fuck with him. No, I'm talking about Doggie Diamonds right now. He 100% knows that I don't fuck with Wack. We've had a conversation about him, right? And how his professionalism, his lack of professionalism, all of that. And this is, I believe, this is around the time when he was probably fucking with Mano or something. It was something. I believe it was something with Mano. It was somebody in Brooklyn, possibly Mano. And I was telling Doggie, I was like, yo, don't you know that his whole campaign would be dead if y'all stop fucking with him? If people stop fucking with him, stop entertaining him, stop interacting with him. He's not an entertainer. I said all of this to Doggie, right? Boom. Told him I don't fuck with him. So after that, after this conversation, something else happened with Doggie Diamonds and Wack 100. And I'm like, man, this dude, man. I'm like, I don't know what's his angle, like trying to attach himself to Wack 100, low key, like very deceptive in the way that he was trying to do it or he was doing it. But anyway, I hear this video. I hear this video. And well, I see this video and the artwork, the thumbnail said that Doggie Diamonds was interviewing Wack 100. So I assumed that maybe he traveled to be with him somewhere or whatever the case. I didn't know that it was probably Clubhouse and shit, but it said that Doggie Diamonds was interviewing him. During this interview, I was hearing I heard clips of it. During this interview, my name was mentioned. Wack 100 telling Doggie Diamond, yo, call the Gully nigga. I don't know what the conversation was. Yo, call Gully TV. Telling Wack 100, yo, call Gully TV. I'm like, huh? Wack 100 is telling Doggie Diamonds this, and what Doggie Diamonds says, hold up, I got you. He says, hold up, and he's, gesturing or acting like he says, send him a link. And he act like he's in the process of reaching out to me. But he's not. But he's not, because he already know how I feel about this situation, right? And he says, hold up, has he ever been on Clubhouse before? And Wack 100 says, yeah, he been on here. And then he said, he be texting me. We all know I ain't never been on no goddamn Clubhouse. Doggie Diamonds, you know I ain't never been on no motherfucking Clubhouse. My thing is, I don't know what y'all conversation was about in regards to me, but when he told you to reach out to me instead of you saying okay, like you were reaching out to me, you could have said he don't fuck with you. You could have said he don't fuck with you because you know I don't fuck with him. And you know what else? You know that I don't approve of you fucking with him. You know that. And here you go again, fucking with this nigga. Fucking with this nigga. And it's obvious that I don't know. You lazy, and this is your idea of, I don't know, trying to catch a wave or something like that. But me and you both know I don't fuck with no Wack 100, and you know I ain't never been on no motherfucking Clubhouse. So how about some integrity and professionalism when you on these types of platforms? You a veteran. You've been doing this a long time. Can't play both sides of the fence, my nigga. Wack 100 don't fuck with New York niggas. Do you not know that? But of course, for some views, some notoriety, or maybe even a little payment, you'll say fuck it. You'll just say fuck it. You feel me? That's some fake sucker shit. Some fake sucker shit. And it was also some fake sucker shit to pretend to him, to pretend for him, like you was reaching out to me. You know you didn't send me no link. Where the link at? Where the link at, my nigga? Where the link at? Man, I'm respecting him. I'm respecting him. I've interviewed him. I've interviewed him. I think I was on his platform before. We had conversations, and he says it out of his mouth. I'm a content creator. I'm a content creator. This is a term that he's always saying out of his mouth. Why don't you go and create some content, nigga, instead of being a scavenger? You know what I'm saying? And dealing with someone who don't fuck with you and being desperate for some type of attention or wave and shit. That's terrible. That's terrible. That's terrible. That's some parasite type shit. That's some parasite type shit. And you had all the opportunity to tell him, Gully TV ain't gonna talk to you, nigga. He don't fuck with you. He don't fuck with you. And you could have told him. He told me he don't fuck with you way back in the summertime. He told me not to fuck with you, but he ain't gonna tell you. You ain't gonna say that to him. You're not gonna tell him about our conversation. You're not, because of course, after he was pillaging through New York, doing niggas any type of way, after he was doing you any type of way, talking to you any type of way, you continued and found a way to associate with this man. that's some that's some crab that's some crab shit, if I have to say so myself. Coming from a professional, you supposed to be a professional. You always saying that you're a professional. Why don't you just get outside? This is the problem, Doggie Diamonds. You don't really do any work. You just, wherever you film at, you just, cut on the cameras and shit and get to trying to figure out a way and shit. But you said it yourself, man, I need to get back out in the field again. And you never did it. You never did it. You just sit in your little room like the rest of these niggas. You don't do no bi-coastal content. You don't travel nowhere. You don't do nothing to keep up with this reputation that you established for yourself and shit. You official, but you don't do anything to substantiate or keep up the excellence. So you desperate. You willing to let a nigga like Wack 100 emasculate you and other niggas that you fuck with that has been on your platform. You cool with that just to get noticed. Just to get noticed. Your own name ain't enough just to get noticed. That's a shame. He might have been thrown off when Wack said you be texting him. Why the fuck would I be talking and texting that goofy ass nigga? Y'all been here long enough to know my style and personality. Picture that. The nigga even told a lie. It's enough of y'all in here. I know y'all be in Clubhouse. Have y'all ever heard me in Clubhouse? It would be footage. Niggas be taking the audio from Clubhouse and uploading it. Have y'all ever heard me in Clubhouse? Anybody. 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 He's lying for attention and using you in a process when you could have suppressed it. Doggie Diamond said, has he ever been in Clubhouse? Nigga, you know I ain't never been in Clubhouse. You know why? Because you been in there the whole time. You know who be in Clubhouse. You know who be in there. And you know that ain't even my style. We had a conversation about Clubhouse. Me and you had a conversation about Clubhouse, my nigga. And here you is on here again with this silly ass nigga pretending like you texting me on his behalf. That was corny as fuck. That was corny as fuck. I didn't get your message. You told him that you was reaching out to me for him. I didn't get your message. I didn't. Shame on you. Shame on you. I call that the government's picnic table. That's what Clubhouse is. The government's picnic table. In institutions, niggas hang out at picnic tables and shit and gossip and shit. Sit there, gossip and shit and spread rumors on motherfuckers and shit. Clubhouse is the exact same thing as them fucking picnic tables. It's just online. It is. Paperwork talk, rumors, lies, no code. Picnic table, the federal picnic table. And everybody listening to this shit. This nigga think he gonna summons me to Clubhouse. I ain't never been on no fucking Clubhouse, you ignorant ass niggas. And me and you ain't gonna never have no motherfucking conversation. I don't even know what made you. I believe you running out of fuel. That's Wack 100 style. He looked for somebody to lock into. That's what he do. He don't got nothing else going on. Nothing else going on. Me and him have zero reason to intersect or interact or anything of that nature. Period. Talking about that yeah, he be on. I ain't never been on Clubhouse. Liar. He said that's what it is too. Yeah. Gonna tell this nigga. Doggy, you a messenger now. Gonna tell this nigga, message the Gully TV nigga. You work for him or something? You could have said, man, I ain't doing that, man. He don't fuck with you and shit. He don't fuck with what we doing right now. He told me not to fuck with you. You could have told him that because that's the truth. That's the truth. People are attracted to the truth. It's illuminated. That's why D1 getting busy right now. It's the truth. People are attracted to that. Ultimately, it'll get through to you. Straight up. Governments own all telecommunications and social media, or else governments will be toppled by any average Joe. I ain't gonna call him out of his name. What he did was some corny shit. And this audio, it's an audio. You didn't message me. You could have told him you didn't message me. You could have told him you wasn't gonna message me. You feel me? For some reason, he got something on you. I don't know what type of fascination you got with this nigga. He talked to you bad and everything. He talked to you bad and everything. Talk to you like a wife. Say whatever the fuck he want to say to you. He don't respect you, nigga. Don't you know he don't respect you? He don't fuck with you. He don't fuck with New York niggas, period. He don't. Y'all don't understand that. He said this shit out of his mouth. He lost his YouTube monetization. Wack probably promised to talk to who? Man, nigga need to get a job or get it from the ground up. You still Doggie Diamonds. Peace, Gully. I'm at work right now with my New York Giants and it. Everybody want one. The website, therealdribble.com. Get there. Knittage. You already know what it is. He said that's a fact. He spoke reckless to him back in the summertime. That's what I believe I called him. Yo, man, why do y'all be on there fucking with that dude and shit? He be talking crazy to niggas and shit like that. Talking to you niggas like you niggas is nothing. He's talked disrespectfully to you before. Leon Cohen and Wack 100 are probably cool. Leon runs YouTube Music. He said he tried it with Doc Hicks too. That's his new friend. JG, it's on the way. Wack disrespected BIG. Disrespected a lot of Brooklyn niggas. Wack 100, Doggie Diamonds don't got no integrity. He don't give a fuck about none of that shit. He looking for his next opportunity or check, trying to cling to somebody. Nigga, you could have clung to me. You could have clung to me, nigga. What I'm doing is right and exact. You go over there with a motherfucker to talk to you bad. Talking about you gonna message me for him. You already know what the outcome would have been. If you already know what the outcome would have been. Shame on you. He said, I wish Wack would talk to me like that. How about we do one better? How about we don't talk to him? How about we don't talk to him, period? We can do that. Creative Culture Tay. What up? Moderators, I see y'all. Know a lot of y'all probably at work and shit like that. I had to address this. You know why? When something happened, niggas say, "Oh, you got my number. You could have called me. You could have called me too." Like Wack 100 told you to. You niggas will say, "You could have called me while getting your shit off." You over there with him getting your shit off, but you want me to call you and talk to you behind closed doors about this bullshit that you're doing. That a dent. What type of shit is that? There's no equality in that. He said, one thing I can say, Hassan Campbell was talking about this months ago. I totally agree. It's a shame, pathetic. Doggy Diamonds, you a messenger now. You a little nigga now. That's the position you've accepted. That's the position you have accepted. You didn't message me. He told you to message me. Doggy Diamond's a socially anxious guy. That's why he even wears sunglasses and oh my goodness. Wax started off as the good guy, spoke truth and exposed industry tricks. He suddenly switched coats and became an angel of destruction. I'm just saying it because it seems he only got goofies on that platform to let him talk to them like hoes. Jade, all right. JG said I was rocking the ice cream joint in Scotland last year. Ladies was loving it. It's still on the site. Go over there and get right. TheRealDribble.com. All Doggy does now is sit in his room, talk about what he used to do, rant about being tough, and tell mother jokes to people who don't agree with him in the chat. You can find somebody else to use for content, nigga. Do what you said you was gonna do. You said you was gonna get back out in the field. Get out in the field and do some work. That's the problem. You niggas want shit handed to you. Y'all figured out that the live stream is pushed more and triggered than a regular upload because a live stream, there's money tied to live streams. Like it's commercials and shit airing throughout these joints live. They getting their money from the gate. You feel me? So you don't really have to worry about the monetization issues and shit like with a live stream. You just doing anything when you can just start from the ground up. Doggy blocks people from his chat for having an opinion about his opinion. He a crybaby. I enjoyed his content. I enjoy his DVDs and all of that. I used to be on ForbesDVD.com. My content used to be on there. I used to pay him to put my shit on there. It's a shame. But you know what? This goes back to my original theory. You can't trust a nigga that posts his Cash App. He got no integrity. He got no integrity. You cannot trust a nigga who posts his Cash App. You can't. If you ain't selling nothing, if there's not no transaction involved, you just begging, you already know what type of nigga he is. He'll do anything. He don't got no confidence. So the shit that you over there doing, doggy, you've been proudly posting your Cash App and begging with the rest of these niggas for a while now. So that's the truth. So to see what you're doing, I understand, man. I guess you gotta feed yourself. But leave me out of it, please. And tell the truth about me like I tell the truth about you. When he told you to hit me up, could have told him, I ain't doing that. He don't fuck with you. He don't fuck with Clubhouse. He ain't never been on here. You let that nigga tell you I've been on there before. You know I ain't never been on there. You should hear how he be talking to Wack 100. It's disgusting. Called him bitter and he roasted me for 2 hours. Logged off and he was still at it. I don't know his personal business, man. I only know the business that he has with me and shit. My name coming across, across this internet shit in a conversation that he's having with Wack 100. I don't even know what the conversation was about. I don't even know what it was about. What was y'all talking about? And you still ain't reached out to me. After it was over with, this how slick this nigga is. He told him to reach out to me, right? He said, all right, I got you, like he was reaching out to me. He pretended for Wack 100 like I didn't answer it. He did all of this and got his shit off. You feel me? He got his shit off. He did all of this and got his shit off, but wants decency from everybody else. Crab ass nigga. P. Jones, I ain't waste no time getting you up out of here, did I? P. Jones, how long was you here? How long was you here with that campaign? I was rocking with Doggy even after Wack hold him until he gave his house gets toilet water. Wack the modern day Suge Knight. That's what he aspires to be. If you following Dave May's platform, if you following the calls from Suge Knight, you hear what he said about a lot of these dudes. He said basically they acting out because he can't really get to them and shit. Same with Snoop. He has a message for Snoop. He said that Snoop is trying to take my company. Y'all remember when they announced that, Snoop was getting death row? I don't know if they got it or not, or it's in their care. Suge Knight said Snoop and Michael Harris is trying to take my company. He said, man, I saved this nigga life. I saved this nigga life from a murder charge. He trying to take my company. Y'all got to make sure y'all hear Suge because he's uncut right now. He's uncut right now, and he speak about Wack 100 in his lies. He speak about Wack 100 in his lies. When he said that he paid for, Suge came to him and told him he was broke. He needed him to pay for a funeral. Lies. Clarence Beak said Snoop had one good album, no debate. I like Snoop. I like the Dog Pound. He had shit beyond one album, fam. No, I can't do that. Murder was the case. No. Snoop owns the name. He owns no music. Them niggas went and scrambled for that shit like vipers and vultures and shit. PA Net, therealdribble.com. Go there. I got like 130 flavors up there, combinations with scarves, all of that shit. Get there, get right. Come into the room and leave an impression and shit. I'm selling conversation pieces. You heard? Suge said, why they ain't putting no music out? It's a good point. And he said, why ain't Snoop rapping? Another good point. Probably because he don't have to, but where is the Death Row artist? He did say that. I didn't want to say that on here, but you said it in the chat. You said it in the chat. Suge said Snoop the one that really killed that boy. Yo, I don't know if y'all caught that, but he did say that. He said that one dude had a 9 millimeter and Snoop had a 380. And when they was time to present the case, you know that 9 millimeter bullets can go in 380s and vice versa and shit like that. And that's how they put the switcheroo down on him and shit. But he's mad now. I'm like, damn, can they charge him with this shit? I'm like, damn, can they recharge him? This nigga just said he did it, and he just said how they did it and shit. It's a lot of things that Hassan say is the truth. He said, dog, he been kissing ass for years. There's evidence of ass kissing in regards to Wack 100 on this platform. Hit the bell as y'all coming in here. Good afternoon. I'm just here, airing my concerns because my name was mentioned. My name was mentioned. I ain't never, ever, ever, ever been on Clubhouse ever. I don't even know how to get on there. Don't know what the app looked like. Nothing. Never been on there. And Doggie Diamonds, you know how I feel about Clubhouse. Before you sat there and put on your act to get your little shit off. Shame. All because you wanted to put out that you was interviewing Wack 100. You want to be a major player, huh? Crab ass nigga. He said that boy Wack is the feds. I believe he's some type of counterintelligence type nigga. I do. Because can't nobody tell you what it is that he does. Artists that he manages, they don't be doing nothing. Them niggas not generating no money to be paying no manager and nothing like that. They don't. Nigga said I be texting his phone. I ain't got this clown number. Never had a conversation with this nigga in life. It's your phone, Jack. He was beefing with Wack. Now he buddy with him. He wasn't beefing with him. Wack was talking to him like he was a broad. Yeah. So now you got some content, Wack. Doggy. You got something from Wack. Now you got something from me. Some fuel for you. Some fuel for you. He said, Blueface doing other shit. Rap ain't working. Nope. Nope. That's like getting jumped by somebody the next week. Y'all cool. He ain't got no integrity to do anything to be noticed. That's it. I believe he might have had a hand in presenting Hassan Campbell or something like that. He said, I thought you and Doggy was cool. I did too, but you can't be cool with me and fucking with a nigga that I don't fuck with. And you know that I don't fuck with him. All he had to do was say, man, he don't fuck with you, pimp. I ain't calling him. Or I ain't getting in the middle of that. Whatever he was cooking up, whatever fitna, whatever confusion he was trying to interject into y'all conversation, you could have suppressed it. You could have suppressed it. But what did you do? You pretended like you was messaging me. When I already told you I don't fuck with this bitch ass nigga. I already told you he's a clown. I told you that when he was on Mano ass back in the summertime. Y'all all from Brooklyn. I said, man, why do y'all still be fucking with this nigga and shit? He was on your ass. Everybody. He got a list of New York niggas. He got a list. How can you become an ally with him? On behalf of the whole city, not just Brooklyn. On behalf of the whole city. How can you become a media ally with him? That's why he think New York niggas are suckers. He's showing you, my nigga. He's showing you. He said both of them probably in here watching on fake accounts. Wack 100 need to get a fucking life making up lies to be relevant. Wack told that man about his dead mom and everything. Now they buddy. Yet he beefed Hassan for basically saying nothing other than jealousy. Yeah. Yeah, he went ballistic. Hassan said the doggy took his style or something like that. He went buck wild, ballistic. He did. Anyway, y'all make sure y'all follow me on Twitter at Gully TV One. I'm gonna talk about your ass on Twitter. I'm gonna tell everybody what type of nigga you is. People need to know that you ain't got no integrity. You don't. You don't. Anybody that will ally or fuck with a nigga like Wack 100 ain't no good. I don't think he got no friends. Just got dick riders and niggas who be trying to attach themselves to him in the moment. Yeah, no morals. Wack 100 has about 1,000,000 fades. When somebody finally touch him, no one going to know where it came from. Irony fisticuff. Yes, you've been seeing them on a lot of celebrities. That's these right here. Knittage. You see how that thing opened up? You didn't even know that was in there. Shit opened up like a transformer. He said Wack been around almost 2 decades. Quite relevant. A lot of people do anything to get into the spotlight. You gotta have a skill set. Y'all don't be doing no work. Doggie Diamonds, get to work. When the last time you edited a video? When the last time you shot a video? When the last time you did something of some substance? People tired of y'all interviewing the same niggas over and over. Ain't y'all tired of that? Because a lot of niggas be doing that. Ain't y'all tired of watching the same niggas on everybody platform? See a nigga on this platform, see a nigga on that platform, do you see a nigga on his platform? Ain't y'all tired of that shit? That's what's going on out here. That's what's going on. Ain't nobody coming with no originality. Where it's at, show it to me, please. Please. Anybody, show it to me. A lot of the dope content I watch be coming from people from overseas. What do you think about Tasha K? I broke that story first. You talking about that Will Smith thing? I broke that story first. That trailer been on this channel for over a month. I've been in contact with Bilal for over a month. He got some commitments, but y'all gonna hear from him. And before all of this happened, I told him, I said, this sounds dangerous. What I meant by dangerous was lawsuits or something, because the shit that was saying, the anal aspect of that situation, that was graphic and damaging. And somebody gonna have to say something. And it was strategic. It was strategic. Jada Pinkett's book was allowed to, it unfolded on his channel. Go watch them trailers. Jada Pinkett's book was allowed to be released before his. Bilal shit been done. He let Jada get her, let me let her get her shit off first. Then I come in behind that. He said everything is in news. Man, I'm in media. That shit been on my channel. You late. You late. He said Bilal about to be a pack. I said it sounded dangerous. I did, but he already on the interview circuit. Go watch them trailers. It's been a month. I just slipped it in, like, because I knew it was gonna be explosive. It was like I lit, a fuse. It was just waiting for the rest of it to boom. But it's booming right now. It is. Abdul Fields, I appreciate you, man. Make sure you take pictures, man, and hashtag them PA Knit on Twitter and Instagram, Facebook, PA Knit, Knittage. When they see you and start talking about it, man, go ahead and spill it for them. Jada popped out today saying they're gonna sue. I figured it was gonna be some lawsuits. I ain't did nothing wrong. I ain't did nothing wrong. I knew it was gonna be some lawsuits, but I just got a trailer for some books that's coming out. You did say it first, didn't you? Say dude name on IG? Yeah, it's on Instagram at I am Gully TV _. It's been up there for about a month, and the trailer is on this channel. Type in Gully TV Will Smith. He said, Will, we're 500 million. You're going wrong with the wrong guy. He said, too many hard copies. Once the story out, I don't know who you plan to go after and shit. Once it's out, that shit on the internet now. I took a look last night before I came here, before y'all, with this Doggie Diamond shit, and I was like, yep, this shit is getting very serious. Reached out to old Bilal. You ready? He said, give me 1 minute. So we on the countdown. We on the countdown. Can't sue someone for slander if it's true. Tasha K, she got a big following. She got a big following. And she be on their ass like she was in the middle of that Steve Harvey shit. She got a big following. So, hey, can't be trying to silence the media, man. People are protected by the First Amendment. That's freedom of speech. Unless you're a rapper. Only people that are not protected by the First Amendment are rappers, as you've seen in this young thug case. And if you're watching these, I just had the live stream on this morning and this afternoon. If you see what's going on down there in Atlanta, that's what all of that pretrial shit is about. That's what it's all about. They presenting case law to support what they doing. And the prosecution, they not ready in their rebuttals and shit. Dwayne wife said it's true. It's been public knowledge for at least 20 years. I've been stopped watching him after he stopped having Kareem Blizz Johnson on his show. Hmm. He's Tasha K, another foreigner running him up. Tasha K ain't American. She not from America. I just said that I'll be watching a lot of content from content creators from overseas. Jada probably just giving out threats like Envy and Caesar. Who knows? Well, she lost her case against Cardi B. Can't say things about people that's not true. Tasha K is from America. Nobody remembers when Dwayne wife said Will was trying to take her husband. She did a whole interview about it. I remember that. That was a long time ago, like 2011. I remember that. It's gonna come back to the spotlight right now. Doggie Diamonds, you don't owe me an apology. I just know what type of morals you have. And I just wanted to put you on display for everybody else to see what type of morals you have. Yeah, you'll let a nigga talk to you any type of way just so you can remain by his side. You wanted to attach yourself to him. You've been at it for a long time. You wanted an alliance with him. Shameful. Lisa Ray hubby smashed Dwayne Martin too. She's American. Her husband is from Mali. Tisha Campbell allegedly exposed Will Smith and Dwayne Martin over a year ago. All right, let's just be honest. We've been hearing the whispers about this shit for a long time, man, but it's the Fresh Prince. We don't want none of it. We don't want none of it. We don't want to hear none of it. We don't want to look at him in that light. It's the Fresh Prince, man. It's the Fresh Prince. Hectic. This shit. This is a similar situation with Africa Bambaataa. Fresh Prince, in his defense, against anything that he does in life, he has summertime. He has summertime as his defense. And it's hard to ostracize them type of niggas because you gotta we gonna lose the whole song. That's why nobody had ever really supported Hassan Campbell outright against Africa Bambaataa. That's why Africa Bambaataa can't, that's why it's hard. That's why everybody knows this. If you go after Africa Bambaataa, you going after Planet Rock. Man, that's an uphill battle. That's an uphill battle of man, goddamn. Goddamn. You going against Planet Rock. Man, you know how many people you gotta convince? You going against the perfect beat. He got catalog. He got extreme, precious artifacts. Party people. Hey yo. You said Planet Rock. Planet Rock is that shit, man. That's why nobody ever wanted to accept what's been said about Africa Bambaataa forever. Seriously. So, in regards to Will Smith, yeah, we've been hearing things for a long time. We've seen Tisha Campbell. We've seen all of these people suggestions and what they said. But it's starting to steam. It's starting to steam. Turn into a snowball effect, and we don't want to accept it. But hey, he said first band booty, and now the lady Prince of Bottoms. Good afternoon. Make sure y'all hit the bell, man. This your first time in here. The top bell. The top bell. Get all of the notifications for that. Make sure you on the website, therealdribble.com. Straight up. Doggy, this all you had to do is get on here with some truth. You see how I'm getting on here telling the truth about you? I got footage. I got footage. I just listened to I just listened to everything y'all said. You know that was inappropriate. You know that was inappropriate. And you probably thought he don't be on here. He ain't gonna never hear this bullshit. But I heard it. He said Nas wrote Summertime. I heard it was Rakim. That's what I heard. I think if Rakim did it, it'd be a lot more publicized. They coming for Will Smith. He must be a monster behind the scenes. I'm gonna say this, right? And probably be closing shortly thereafter. I seen a video recently where Terrence Howard said he only got $12,000 for Hustle and Flow. He said he only got $12,000. If they did that to somebody in a movie of that magnitude that went big like that, imagine what happened for the guys that got the good $1 million contracts and shit. Because that's how they did him for a lead role. That's how they did him. And he's been one of the guys who has complaint about somewhat of a blackball situation because he don't accept the blade roles and shit. And he said he ain't with it. He ain't with it. And it's affected his career. Mm, 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 mm. 12,000. Could you imagine getting 12,000 for a movie of that magnitude? 12,000. He was supposed to receive some type of performance check in additional to the 12,000, and they didn't write the check to Terrence Howard. They wrote the check to the character that he was playing. I think his name was DJ or some shit. They wrote the check to in the royalties. They signed the character up for his royalties. Ain't that a bitch? They owned the character. They owned the character's name and everything. Instead of paying him, giving him his compensation, they gave it to a motherfucker that don't exist, a character that they own. Wow. He said Terrence knew what he signed up for. He doesn't get any type of royalties. Nah. He was kicked off Iron Man because he spoke up about it. And DJ was paramount. Yeah. He said that's sickening. I couldn't believe they did that shit to him. So if they do those types of practices, can you understand what type of shit go down with the people that's getting the big money? That's a different type of fraternity. That's a different type of fraternity. Word. Doggie Diamonds, a messenger for Wack 100. I ain't got nothing else to say further on Doggy. I appreciate everybody for coming through, man, listening to my version of what happened. Your secret is out, my nigga. I don't fuck with him and I don't fuck with you. So enjoy your day, my nigga. Good luck with that, your new position as messenger. All right. TheRealDribble.com. Make sure y'all get there and get knitted up. He said Philly Trench is stalking you. A real live stand. A real live stand. Real life stand, cold retard. Hustle and Flow was released in a period when hip hop wasn't as big as today. Hip hop movies were few and in between and didn't do huge box office. Got a Grammy though. I don't know if I agree with you in regards to that. I'm out. Peace.